subscribe to my channel and we can start our new lesson about grammar. Today I'd like to talk to you about the first conditional, which is the third in my series of conditional sentences. This is actually very widely used expression and type of sentences because what they express. Let's look at some example. If it rains tomorrow, we will cancel the barbecue. If it rains, если завтра будет дождь, we will cancel. Мы отменим наш пикник или наши шашлыки. So, in the if clause, в придаточном с if, we use the present simple tense because, as you remember, after if we are not allowed to use what? We are not allowed to use future from the previous videos. But in the second half, like the result sentence, you are welcome to use will and not only will. Let's look at other examples. For example, for instance, если ты закончишь рано, ты можешь пойти домой. So, if you finish early, you can go home. In the first part, after if, we use present simple, if you finish. In the second part, we use just a modal verb can, you can go home. То есть, если ты закончишь рано, можешь идти домой. Why not? In the if clause, except of the present simple, you are welcome also to use present perfect. For example, as soon as you have finished, you can go out. Как только ты закончишь, ты можешь идти куда-нибудь. As soon as you have finished, present perfect. Or you also, and it's widely used, you also can use the imperative form. For example, if you see the manager, tell him that he should call me. Скажи ему, чтобы он мне позвонил. As I told you guys, the first conditional expresses some real condition which refers to the future. So tomorrow, for example, if it rains, we will not go to the beach. Or if you see the manager, you can see it. You can see him. It's widely possible. There is no improbability in this action. That's why we use only the present tense. As I told you, no future. Please pay attention. What I would like to note is that in present simple, maybe you have watched my previous videos, maybe you remember this from the grammar from the grammar course at school. We use ending s, which is added to the verb. So, for example, if the child eats a lot of sweets, he gets sick, or he will get sick, yeah? So if the child, like he, she, eat, so we add s to the ending, to the verb get. In the negative form, naturally you will be using the auxiliary verb do or don't. If you don't eat sweets, you will get fit, yeah? If you don't, or if he doesn't eat sweets, you will be fit. As always, I have prepared for you some examples, but before, I'd like to introduce you to one more interesting word, which is unless. Maybe you remember, guys, in the previous video about the zero conditional, I told you that instead of if, actually you can use other words like as soon as, как только, or when, когда, or until, пока, до того момента как. In the present, this present construction with if, you are allowed also to use all of these words which refer to the time clause, but also one more interesting word is unless. Unless is translated into Russian если не. And after this word, you are not allowed to use the negation in the if clause. How it functions? Unless you finish the report on time, you won't get promoted. So after unless, we use only the positive statement unless you finish. But of course we will translate it with не, пока ты не закончишь, или если ты не закончишь вовремя. In the second part, in the result, you are allowed to use will, and with the particle not, it will form the form won't. So, unless you finish, you won't get promoted. And as I promised, my example sentences for you to try. So, the first one is если завтра будет хорошая погода, мы пойдем на пляж. Pay attention. In the if clause, we are not allowed to use will. So, if the weather is fine tomorrow, we use the verb to be in the present form, because it's present simple. If the weather is fine tomorrow, and in the second part, we will go to the beach. Or will go to the beach. One more example. So, be attentive, it's within your words. Тебе не дадут кредит в банке, пока ты не погасишь старый. And be also attentive that these clauses, the if clause and the result clause, can be interchanged in the sentence. So actually the sentence can be started with a result clause, yeah? So, you won't receive the new credit from the bank unless you pay the previous one, yeah? Well guys, this is everything what I wanted to tell you about the first conditional. If you have any questions, you are welcome. Of course, I will leave you the 5 training sentences for you to do it alone. And as soon as you have finished, please send them to me, to the comments or to my private account, and I will give you the feedback as soon as possible. Thank you for watching and hope to see you in my next videos. Bye!